Well, it's time for Your Money with Evans Financial, and joining us today in the studio is Jennifer Del Coleman with Evans Financial. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So February, we're talking all about retirement myths.
Yes.
So really important topic. So tell us, what is today's myth?
It is, should I get out of debt before retiring?
Okay.
So that is the number one thing. You know, people come into my office or into our office and they always ask, okay, should I pay off this or that before I retire? And, you know, and that's such a big topic because, you know, of course, we want to sit down and we want to talk about all of your finances and making sure that, number one, you don't want to go into retirement with having a bunch of debt. You know, if you have a bunch of credit cards, especially high rate credit cards, that needs to be a priority of trying to get all of that paid down.
Okay.
Now, a lot of times, you know, if you have mortgage, that's typically not a big necessity of trying to worry about getting that paid off, especially, you know, that's a lower rate. So that's not really a necessity about trying to get that paid off like it would be those higher rate credit cards or loans that you have. So, you know, that's more of would be a goal of trying to get that paid off sooner.
Right, because not all debt is created equal.
Absolutely,
right?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So so it's more important to maybe pay off the credit card debt and getting those things out of the way. Maybe cars or, you know, things that are a little bit different than like a mortgage.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Another thing is making sure that, you know, I know while it's so important for people to try to get everything paid off, but trying to make sure also that you're creating that emergency savings too. Because, you know, if you are trying to pay off your debt, but yet you have nothing in the bank, what are you going to do if you have an emergency?
Right.
You're going to be spending money back, we're putting it right back on the credit card again, right?
Exactly.
So you want to try to avoid doing that.
Okay, yeah, and so and some debts actually offer maybe some tax advantages. Tell me about that.
Absolutely, yes, like your mortgage interest that can
Okay.
be tax deductible. So yeah.
So that's a little bit of an incentive or like a, you know, a benefit, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
From that. Okay.
Absolutely, yes, it can be.
Okay, so if someone is maybe, you know, struggling with paying off the debt and they're approaching the retirement stage and it maybe feels really insurmountable, what are some tips that you would give them? Some quick, easy tips.
So number one, again, let's look at all the credit cards. If you have some kind of loans, anything that's a high interest, let's kind of just look at that and try to make that a priority of getting that paid off first.
Okay.
Let's look at trying to come up with a plan. You know, everyone wants to walk into retirement not having this big cloud of all this debt weighing over them. So let's kind of look at all of the high interest debt that you have. Let's kind of come up with a plan and trying to get that taken care of first. The mortgages, that's not really you know, that's typically not really a high priority because typically that's can be taken care of throughout retirement if need be.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that you have a savings you've got that emergency savings because that's always really important.
Okay, good deal. Yes, thanks for all of these wonderful tips, Jennifer.
Well, thank you.
We'll send it over to Patrick.